Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Liz Mendes, and today we're gonna immerse ourselves in the fascinating world of construction, from its planning to its most important execution. Today we're gonna talk about the fundamental aspects in construction that every civil engineer should know. We'll explore key concepts such as the importance of quantity, time on site, budget, catalogs of concepts. Construction is the process of materializing architectural and engineering projects in physical structures. As future civil engineers, understanding the stages and elements involved in construction is essential to ensure that our work is executed efficiently, safely, and within a budget. In any construction project, properly controlling and planning the quantities, costs, time, and progress is key for the work to be completed efficiently and without surprises. Let's start with the quantities. Determining how much labor, materials, and equipment you need for each game is essential to avoid waste or missing. If you buy too much material, you incur unnecessary costs and possible losses. If you buy little, you may have delays in the work, which increases indirect costs. Planning the quantities well ensures that the project continues its course without setbacks. Graphs of projected versus real costs and budget estimation in a construction software. Cost is one of the most sensitive factors in any project. A well-detailed budget allows you to predict expenses and adjust in case of contingencies. Direct costs, material, labor, and equipment. Indirect costs, supervision permits, and administrative expenses. An error in the cost calculation can seriously affect the profitability of the project. That is why it is important to have an exhaustive control of spending from the beginning. Time on site is one of the most critical factors in any construction project, where we can explain the key points. Number 1, planning. The total time of the project is defined in the planning phase, where the durations of each activity are estimated, from excavation to finishes. Number 2, work schedule. A well-defined schedule is essential to coordinate equipment, machinery, and materials at the right time, avoiding delays. This is where tools like the Gantt diagram play a crucial role. Number 3, weather affecting factors. The most common factors affecting on-site time include weather, material availability, labor, and building permits. Number 4, delays. Delays are costly, both in terms of money and time. Therefore, it is important to continuously monitor the progress of the project and make adjustments if necessary. Finally, advances allow you to monitor how the project is going on in relation to the initial plan. Continuous monitoring of progress ensures that the work is not only within the budget and time, but also that the quality standards are maintained. A well-recorded advance allows corrections to be made in time, avoiding major delays. In addition, it facilitates communication between all parties involved, from contractors to investors. The work budget is a fundamental tool to control costs and ensure that a project is completed within the available resources. Let's look at the key components of a budget. Direct costs. These include the cost of materials, labor, machinery, and equipment. Each one must be calculated carefully to avoid financial surprises throughout the work. Indirect costs. These are those that are not directly related to physical construction, but affect the final costs, such as permits, insurance, and administrative costs. Contingencies. It is important to include a percentage of the total contingency budget, covering unexpected issues such as unplanned ground condition or delays. A budget control. Consistent monitoring of the budget is vital. This is where engineers must be attentive to divisions and adjust costs, such as the work progress, to avoid cover overruns. The catalog of concepts is a document that breaks down all the activities and elements necessary to execute a work. Each concept includes a job description, the units of measurement, and the associated costs. The key points are items, Each item represents an activity or specific element of the work, such as excavation, foundation, or electrical installation. Unit of measurement. It is essential to clearly define the units of measurements for each concept, cubic meters, square meters, parts, etc., to avoid misunderstandings during execution and invoicing. Units, prices. For each item, a unit price is determined that includes materials, labor, and equipment. This allows us to calculate the total cost of the project by multiplying by the quantities by the unit prices. Progress control. The catalog of concepts is also a tool to measure the progress of the work. As games are completed, progress can be invoiced and recorded. In any construction project, the items on site mark the fundamental stages of the process. The main items are preliminary, foundation, structure, and masonry. The preliminary games are the first activities in a construction site and prepare the ground for construction. These include land cleaning, removal of debris, vegetation, and other obstacles. Stroke and leveling, defining limits and levels of constructions on the ground. Installations of camps and warehouses, assembly of temporary areas for workers and materials. These activities ensure that everything is ready before starting heavy constructions. In the foundation part, the foundations that will support the entire structure are built. Here are included excavation for foundation, construction of ditches and wall according to the structural designs, placement of shoes and foundation slab. Depending on the type of building, insulated shoes, runs, or foundation slabs are chosen. The foundation is crucial to ensure the stability and safety of the building. The structure is the phase where the elements that will bear the loads of the building are built. This game includes columns and beams, vertical and horizontal elements that distribute the construction loads. Slats were made of concrete, steel, or lighten. They are essential to form the floors of the building. The structure is a skeleton that gives shape and support to the building. Finally, masonry is the part that is in charge of building the walls and creating the interior spaces. Materials are used here such as brick, block, or stone for the construction of walls. Flatten and finish to finish the surfaces. This phase transforms the structure into living spaces. Well, that is it for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time.